What up, guys? Welcome back. So today, Sony's XM5 headphones are here. By the time you see this video, it'll be about 48 hours of time that I've had with these headphones. Sony's new flagship, replacing the previous XM4s, which still are really, really good headphones, especially now at a cheaper price. The limited edition matte white headphones here, and I wish these came in a white edition right out the gate, right? We get the matte black and we get that I don't know, that beige color, that bone color, whatever you want to call it, that color that we always get with the XM headphones. So let's compare these, and just a quick first impressions video. This is not a review video. I'm going to drop that in about 2 to 3 weeks after I use these for more of an extended period of time. But I do have a very good opinion on what I think of these new headphones. Now, they're expensive. And are they good? Yeah, they're very good so far, and I'm very impressed with a lot of things, although they are not what I would call perfect, and really is any product perfect? No, and a lot of this stuff is just preference, and we're going to talk about that, and we're going to start with that right off the bat with the design, the redesigned headphones compared to what we had with previous generations of Sony's headphones. The XM4s, the XM3s, the XM2s all looked very similar. Pretty much very hard to tell them apart from one another. A few things that you could use to tell them apart, but now that is not the case. We have a new redesign, and let me know what you guys think. Drop some comments, guys, and let me know which design you like better. Was it time for a redesign? I think it was, but it's all going to come down to preference and what do you like better. I personally, so far, 48 hours in, I still like the XM4 design better than what we have here with the XM5s. For me, and the shape of my head, and this is going to be different for everyone, these fit and look better on my head than the XM5s. The XM5s are a little wider when it comes to the band on my head. They kind of protrude out more than what the XM4s did on my head. So I do like the look of the XM4s better than the XM5. Now, both of these headphones are very, very lightweight, and I don't have any problems wearing either of these for extended periods of time. So again, that will determine on how they fit on your head. Now, the ear cups on both of these headphones are pretty much the same when it comes to how wide of an ear cup. I think the XM5s have a little bit wider of an ear cup here compared to what we had on the XM4s, so it might be a better fit for you. But saying that, I can still feel the ear cups on my head and on my ears on both of these headphones. However, it's never been an issue. Now, the padding on here is very soft. It's like a vegan leather. Whatever it is very soft. And I haven't had any problems with like perspiration or making my ears sweat. It's just been, and it's a heat wave right now here in Jersey, so it's been hot. Now, the top of the headphones here with the padding, it's okay. I don't find it to be that good compared to what we had on the XM4s. I think the XM4s had a little bit more padding, and for me, a little bit more comfort. You know, I don't have hair on my head, so I'm going to feel it, and I'm going to feel every part of it. And the saving grace with that is that these headphones are super light. And with that, I think it's okay, the amount of padding we have up top. Now, you can see me playing with these headphones. The one thing we don't have, the XM4s, you can fold, right? You can fold them, they swivel, and I've always liked that. Easy to carry, easy to travel with if you are still traveling. And with the XM5s, that is no longer the case. These are kind of built more like the AirPods Max, where the bands here, they slide with that circular band on here, and it's very smooth, and it does work very well, and I do like that. But we do not have, well, they don't fold. And let me know, drop some comments, and let me know what you think of the redesign on these headphones. Now, we still get a lot of the same things, right? ANC on here, transparency mode on here. Again, I'm not going to go into specs and go over everything in detail until the full review in a few weeks, but ANC, the XM4s, you know, not the best when it comes to ANC, but they are definitely in the top 5, and they still might be in the top 5, but there is some competition. But the XM5s have taken that another step up. The ANC on here is fantastic, really, really good, and I will have a comparison video going up against the AirPods Max when it comes to ANC, because these do a better job with ANC, especially some of all the low end rumble, right? That's gone just like it is on the XM4s, but some of the higher end noises, this does cancel out some of that as well. Right now I have the AC on. I've had minors running all day testing the ANC for the last 48 hours, and man, it's really hard. I had my dryer and washer running, standing literally right next to it, and I could barely hear it on. I was very impressed with how the ANC is on here. Now, inside of the app, and there is an app, and again, in the full review, I'll go over the app. There is no slider for ANC. It's just one little button that you can turn it on or off, and it's fantastic. Really, really good. And it might be the new king of ANC again. I do need to compare these. I have not compared this at all yet to the AirPods Max. Now, there is a transparency mode on here with a slider inside of the app, and the ANC is great. The transparency mode on here is good. It's better and improved, especially with that slider. It does give you a big adjustment level where the amount, when you're topped off with the slider, there is a bit of white noise that does come in. It's not as clean as, say, the AirPods Max transparency mode, which I still think is king and the best ambient mode you're going to find on any pair of headphones. That is kind of the gold star when it comes to transparency mode. Apple has always done that really well, the best, in my opinion, either on headphones or like the AirPods Pro. Their transparency mode is just always seems to be on a different level, and it still is, in my opinion. But saying that, it's much improved over the ambient mode that we had here on the XM4s. Now, sound quality on these headphones are really, really good, and this is what I wanted to see compared to what we had here. Now, I like that dynamic sound. I'm a bass head. These things have really good bass, and of course, because of the app and Sony's app, you can adjust the bass, you can get a little bit more, you can kind of bring the mids and the highs up. But saying that, you are limited to what you can do based on how those are tuned. And these are the same way. These are just a little cleaner, and probably a lot cleaner in my opinion. The mids sound really good. The clarity on here is really good and much improved over what we had on the XM4s. And of course, inside of the app, you can go in and you are able to adjust it. And I do have some settings. Actually, I'll just show you real quick. So you can see inside of the app, I do have the custom 2 set up just the way I like it, that V-shaped sound. But again, they do have presets. You are able to adjust your EQ just the way you want it, and that's what I really like about these headphones. Out of the box, they sound good, but you can make them sound great in my opinion. And there is a bunch of things that you can do inside of the app, and I'm going to go over all of that. I'll do a complete walkthrough of the app when I do the full review, but ANC on here is top notch. Sound quality on here is much improved over the XM4s, and in my opinion, worth the upgrade over the XM4s just with sound quality and ANC alone. And the ANC and sound quality on the XM4s are really good. You can get the sound quality to sound great if you EQ it right, and the ANC on the XM4s is still fantastic and still worth the buy. If you don't have the extra money to get the XM5s, you can find really good deals here on the XM4 still. But saying that, back to this. So ANC is great. Sound quality, really, really good, much improved, and you can make these sound great. And the transparency mode on here is good. It's not the best, but it is good. And I love the addition of the slider inside of here. Now, the battery life on here is fantastic. Really, really good. LDAC support on an Android device. So it does make a difference. I did try, AAC on an Android device, and I did switch to LDAC, and there is an improvement when it comes to the sound quality. Now, when you go from ANC to transparency mode, or just completely turning it off, there isn't really a sound shift when it comes to the quality of music, which I do like, because on a lot of headphones that cost less money, really, you do have sometimes a drastic shift in sound when it comes to quality when you are using ANC or transparency mode, or whether you just have it off. Sometimes the sound difference is drastic, and that can be an issue. Sometimes we don't have that here.
Now, one thing that is vastly improved over the XM4s, the microphones. The microphones on the XM4s were not that good. And if you compare that to what you're hearing now, I believe there is a big improvement with the microphones. And again, we'll talk more about this in the full review. This will just give you a little kind of sneak peek of the microphones on these headphones. But let me know, drop some comments what you think of the microphones.
Now, these do have multipoint, so you can connect to two devices at the same time. As you can see here, we are connected to an iPhone, and we are also connected to my S22 Ultra, and I do like that. Just be aware that when you use multipoint, you're not going to be able to use, say, LDAC on your Android device. It won't allow for that. But look, the XM5s, they're here. They're expensive. Are they worth the money? They are. And again, just a first impressions video. I like these things a lot. However, I like the design and the look of the XM4s over the XM5s. Now, the finish on here, that matte finish that we all know and love on previous headphones are still here. These things look, as far as that matte black on here, it looks incredible. So smooth. Doesn't really leave fingerprints on here because of that matte finish. And I do love that and that matte black look on these headphones. But for me personally, I do like the look of the XM4s and the XM3s over the XM5s. But let me know, drop some comments. Let me know what you think. Again, just a first impressions video on these headphones. Are they worth the money? They are. They're really, really good headphones. And we're going to compare them. I'll do a full comparison to the XM4s as well as the AirPods Max. And if you guys want to see any other comparison videos with these headphones going up against something else, let me know, drop some comments. But I am impressed. First impressions are very good with these headphones. That's it, guys. I'll be back soon. Peace.